Well, if you've ever heard that being a grandparent is a whole lot more fun than being a parent, well, also being a big brother or big sister with our local program is more fun than maybe when you were younger and you were the big brother or big sister in your own household. Julie is here today to tell us a little bit more about the program and how you can get involved, because there are a lot of local kids on that waiting list.
We have 90 littles that are waiting for the big to come into the program. So one important thing about being a big is that it's just being you. You don't have to be perfect. None of us are. And we want you to come exactly fully as you are and just come hang out with the little once or twice a month. It really can completely change their life.
It really can. What are the age range that we're talking about for these little boys and little girls?
Yes, absolutely. So we service 18 and under, and we usually begin about first grade, but there are some circumstances depending on maturity levels of when we feel as though it would be best suited. But usually it begins around first grade, and then we continue all the way, and we can service you until you're a senior in high school.
All right.
Or
and a lot
18.
of times those relationships last that long.
Absolutely. So that is a common reoccurrence within our program, is that at 18-year-old, your match is closed, but these matches continue to last for a lifetime. So these bigs and littles continue all the way until, I mean, it's a lifelong thing.
All right.
Continue on through.
What is the actual time commitment when you sign up? If you think like, oh, I can't do a lifetime with a kid, but I could do a couple hours. How does that start?
So we ask for a year commitment for you and your big and little. And then throughout that, it can look in different ways. So we have one program that is a community-based. So this is going to be actually going out into the community at free events, or take them to the library, or coffee, or going to the park, whatever you and your little enjoy doing. So that's going to be, we ask about 1 to 2 hours twice a month. So nothing too crazy.
That's not a lot of time.
No, not at all. 2 hours a month. That's all we're asking.
Yeah.
I mean, then we have a secondary program that is called Lunch Buddy, and that's where you actually meet your little at school. So you never, ever leave the school. So you can take away some of the stressors of driving and things like that you might just be a little bit much.
Uncomfortable
yeah,
with that.
absolutely.
Okay.
And that time commitment is only for 20 minutes 2 times a month. So you go and meet them during their breakfast, lunch, or enrichment time. And that's just a cool time to be able to enjoy a snack with the little, or it can even be your lunch break at the office to be able to do. So your time commitments are varying, but really nothing big at all.
So do you actually match the littles and the bigs based on interest? Like if you're a computer nerd or a Harry Potter freak, or you love football?
Absolutely. So we are going to go through an interview process with one of our match specialists at our Big Brothers Big Sisters office. And during this time, we talk about the things that you love to do. Are you an avid reader? Do you love to color? Are you an artist? Are you into baseball or football, or whatever your major interests are? And then we take that to match with your little within the program. So you will always, always have something in common to begin those initial meetings and find more and more commonalities.
So what kinds of things do you find that bigs and littles are doing together that are a lot of fun? And do they ever get together with other bigs and littles?
Yes, absolutely. So at our office, we do try to foster this community within it. So even this weekend, we're having a match event for some of our bigs and littles, and they're creating their own bedazzled hats and sunglasses. We have Christmas parties and Halloween and fun things within the community that these matches are able to come together. But then on their own individualized basis, a lot of our littles love to go to the park. We have lots of them that love to cook, so they'll bake cookies together at the bigs, or even the little's house. The big can go there. And then also we have a lot of them that love art, and that's been something that's really, really special to see, is these older artists that are able to educate their little in different ways, of even bringing their little to Stein's Plant Garden Center and give them a camera and go take all the pictures that you want and just see something different and unique. And it's been really, really amazing to see.
What a wonderful thing to be able to share that knowledge that you have with a young person. You know, maybe you know how to do carpentry work or paint or something like that. It's your chance to share that knowledge with someone else.
Yes. We had an incredible match that the big and little started a garden together. The big created like a raised garden in his house, and so every time they got to work on that, and he taught them about the education of vegetables and fruits within our system, and it was just the coolest thing for this little to be able to experience that and have a hand in being able to do something in his community.
So what kind of results do you see? What changes do you see in those littles over the process of this program?
Man, it's a really, really unique experience. Most of the time, the first or second, maybe even the third match specialist will call them to check in on how everything's going. And for the first 2 or 3 times, it's, I taught my little this. This is what I taught my little. And then by the 3rd, 4th, 5th time, it's like, my little taught me this. This is what my little taught. So it really is mutually being able to grow together. And these littles, I mean, changes the trajectory of their life. I mean, they have someone that they can go to and they can confide in and help throughout other things.
Everybody needs that older adult, that
Yes.
mentor that they can go to and get some good, solid, grown-up advice
Yes.
from. All right, so how do we start the process? Just call?
Yes, you can either call us or you also can visit our website or our social media. And by visiting any of those, you'll have all of the requirements. It's simple things, 18 plus. We do have a background check for youth safety.
Of course,
That's an absolute priority for us. And then we'll reach out to you once you fill out the volunteer inquiry form.
All right, easy process, and you can make a
Easy.
real difference in the life of a young person right here in our community. Thanks for coming in today.
Thank you so
Good
much for
talking to
having
you.
me.
And stay with us. We've got more Midday for you when we come back.